What did you want to talk about? You're leaving for us again here today, so I'll let you kind of lean into where you wanted to.
No, it's fine. I was close on my finals pick. Looks like if they win tonight, I'm gonna be.
I was just thinking when the Clippers got beat, I didn't even text you because I'm like, at least I don't have to listen to my Clippers pick is still alive. I was just glad I don't have to hear.
Tom, I'm just saying.
My Clippers pick is still alive.
I'm just saying.
It's not. It's dead now.
It is dead.
It's thank God.
It is dead. 100%. The Clippers are dead. I think that.
Although I think Ty Lue did a good job with them. I mean, considering they lost their best player, and it was interesting to look at the Clippers going forward. Like their better players, like Beverly, for example, is making like the NBA minimum, and some of the people they're paying lots of money, like Rondo, aren't even playing.
Mm-mm.
So what are they going to do next year? I mean,
I
didn't
think
really think about it
until
I listened to that story. I said, yeah, they.
I
might
think
not.
they blow it up. I think.
Why would you blow it up?
Inadvertently, it gets blown up because I don't know if Kawhi resigns. He's free agent.
Well, you know what I would do is
His
if
contract
there's
is up.
some way you could deal the big contracts that the guys that aren't contributing, and sign the guys that are making less money and keep Kawhi, keep Paul George. I think
what it came down to. I think Kawhi obviously playing would have made a big difference because that's another guy on the floor that can get you 25 to 30 and play actual defense. But something about these Phoenix Suns, they are just absolutely rolling right now. Think about it. That was the longest series they played.
They've only lost 4 games.
And they've only lost 4 games. Mm-hmm. They sweat. Like, it was funny. I was listening to Cam Johnson. He did his little, he played at Carolina. He's with Phoenix, and they had him on The Herd. They were interviewing him, and I don't know if it was like a little subtle jab that he threw, or if he even meant to, but he was like, yeah, when we swept the Nuggets, I was like, oh, wait, yeah, you did sweep the Nuggets. Yeah. Like, they didn't get a game. Yeah. So I think Phoenix has got a really good shot. I think Milwaukee wraps it up tonight.
They better. They got 3 days. Phoenix going to have a whole week off. They don't.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, they have to.
So but it's really put a damper on with Young and Giannis out.
Young's a game. Right, Young's a game time decision tonight.
So we're here in a spot where, and Tom is kind of leaning on what I was about to say, is as far as the Suns are concerned, I think the Bucks are the better team if they can get there healthy. However, the Suns might have the best shooter still available in the playoffs in Booker, and he's my 4th best favorite player in the playoffs. And so, but I really don't like Chris Paul because he hits people in the man parts. So I can't, and I like the Suns. I like the Suns, but Chris Paul's
an ambassador of the game, man.
Yes,
Chris
Tom.
Paul's a great guy.
Yes, Tom.
Chris Paul loves his kids.
Chris Paul's the president of the NBA Players Association.
Chris Paul hits other men in the man
Chris
beach.
Paul's the one that used the last game and says that we're going to win.
Not on purpose and on national television.
It was not Booker. It was Chris Paul.
You know Kevin has. You know he has. Back in his Appalachian State days, going down the court, he gave a little swallow. Oh, man, my arms are just swinging.
I have never hit another man on purpose there with my hands.
He's grinning, which tells me
he's
lying. Well,
I'm about to finish the story, Tom. With my hands. Did you not hear what I said? With my hands.
Yeah, he must have kicked somebody there.
There was a giant quarterback that fell on me one time, and he started cussing me while we were on a pile, so refs can't see. He got a knee to the groin. Okay. I did not smack him with my hands.
So you are Chris Paul.
I don't have another man's.
You're Uncle Cliff.
Oh God.
I don't have another man's
Uncle Cliff.
I don't have another man's junk on my hands, Tom. That's totally different.
I understand that.
I'll say this.
I understand the tribulations that may cause.
With that said, hold on, Hunter. I was trying to get to a point before Tom started. The Suns haven't played a single good player yet. Every team they've played is out with a superstar. They've played a couple single good players. They haven't played a good team yet. Lakers, no AD. Nuggets, no Jamal Murray. Yeah. Clippers, no Kawhi Leonard. And now they could be in the finals against no Giannis or no Trae Young.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think Trae Young's got a better chance coming back.
You got to
be lucky.
We could have back-to-back championships where one team gets 4 months off, plays in a bubble and wins, and then the other team, and then everybody gets hurt in that one, and then this one, everybody gets hurt in these playoffs. Now, Terry, here's what's funny, and let's see what you guys think. And here's what the players, and LeBron especially, is talking about. He's saying because of they're playing too much is why people are getting hurt. You had 4 months off. Everybody still got hurt. So you're not playing too much. Jordan and all of them played 82 games. They play 81 games. They play right at those games. Now, to me, Hunter, you've played sports. Terry, we've all been in sports. Have y'all ever had a coach say, the less practice and play we have, the better we'll be, guys? We need to rest. Let's go home and go to sleep.
Well,
let's not play and practice more.
I'll say this.
So to me, if you'd be playing more, you'd be in better shape, and you wouldn't be pulling hamstrings in the playoffs. James Harden is a hamstring. Yeah. Anthony Davis is the same type of situation. These are injuries that are not. We're not in shape injuries. Not like Kevin Durant snapped something, and Kobe when he did his snapped his Achilles. But these guys are getting like I'm not in shape.
Could you see Michael Jordan stepping on a referee's foot, then sitting on the bench the next day with that hood and mask and all that stuff?
No,
I saw Trey
going.
Listen, I was like,
going on 2 games now. If he doesn't play tonight, he would be out 2 games. That's what's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. I mean, he stepped on the referee's
Listen, I
foot.
get bruises and deep muscle bruises and bone bruises suck.
He stepped on the referee's foot. Now, I'm not questioning his toughness, but I guess I am. Could you imagine Michael Jordan sitting out 2 games because he stepped on the referee's
Well, I'll
foot?
say this.
Is the NBA the only thing that we're doing this with?
What?
I mean, is it other sports?
What? Well,
I mean, I know guys who get hurt, and we are talking about top athletes that you got to have to win games.
Yeah.
You're big time athletes, Leonard, Giannis, Young. I mean, those are the guys we're talking about. Yeah. In football, them guys get hurt and they go back out there.
Terry, you know exactly what it is. In baseball and
Guaranteed
basketball,
contracts.
Yes, you got guaranteed contracts, and you can afford to miss 2 to 3 games. In football, you can't afford to miss 1 game sometimes, because that can be the difference between you making the playoffs or you going home.
Well, in football, 1 game is equivalent to 5 NBA games and 10 baseball games. So if you miss, that's what you miss equivalency. But
like, how many times have we seen a baseball player go on a 10-day injury reserve because he's got like a bruise on his thumb?
Yeah, but I mean, Kawhi missed the whole series.
He missed this whole series.
That's what I'm talking
about.
And
the last 2 games.
This is the series that gets you to the championship, and you don't even elect to play 1 game.
That's what
I think they were hiding what his injury is, because all they said was the knee, and they just ain't saying.
It could be. It could be worse than what I know.
Exactly. If you come out and just straight up say it, then I'm not going to give him as much crap as I have been for lately. Like, I would call my buddy. We were watching the game. I'm like, they would show Kawhi sitting up there, maybe with the team or up in the suite, and I'm like, what's wrong with him to not even
come play 1 game?
They want the Suns to have to at least think he might. But again, Terry, what I was saying is that these guaranteed contracts, and they're sitting there saying we need to play less games and get paid more. So they're giving themselves raises. Our multimillionaires are giving themselves raises by saying, "I'm going to play less."
In the NBA, scrubs are making like $3 or $4 million a year.
I still remember the owner though a couple years ago when he got both of them guys. He was like on top of the world.
So happy.
And the other day he's ducking his head like, I do not believe this.
For who?
Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Ballmer. He's a nut, but he's a rich nut. Van Gundy quits the Pelicans. Hunter, he's gone.
I don't know if he quit, more that they fired him.
They quit him.
Jason Kidd gets hired for the Mavericks. Billups to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Olympic teams are starting to name them.
That's a good hire.
Which one, Billups?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I like Chauncey. I think Chauncey would be a good hire. The problem is, I don't think they retain Dame. I don't think even the hire for Billups, because he wanted Kidd, and they didn't get Kidd.
So is he going to Dallas?
Yeah, Jason Kidd's going to Dallas.
No, Lillard. No.
No.
Is he still under contract?
I'll explain to you in a little bit why nobody goes to Dallas.
Well, because their owner's crazy.
No, there's a totally different reason.
And you gotta work with the prima donna.
Just
yeah.
We'll get.
I'll
I'll
let
get to
you
it after the show. So anyway, Chris Paul and them, they're going to the finals. Got Paul, DeAndre Jordan.
Whether or not it's Hawks that come out of the East or Bucks that come out of the East, I still think Phoenix wins this championship. And it's only because I've watched Phoenix play, and they're rather consistent in their play. Even when the Bucks have Giannis at times, I watch that offense and I'm like, they don't know what the hell they're doing.
And the center for the Suns playing. What's
DeAndre Ayton?
Yeah, he's playing good.
He's playing really good.
Playing good.
And then and it's the same thing with the Hawks. Yeah. What Hawks are you gonna get tonight? What are you getting? The red hot Hawks from the 3-point line that really keeps them in games, or is it that they can't hit any?
Or is it Milwaukee better without Giannis in there?
Is Giannis?
Look, but Lopez shot 78% from the field.
They had 4 guys with over 20 points.
When is Lopez going to shoot 80% from the field again?
Yeah, but he had 4 guys over 20 points each.
Yeah, even Giannis, if he does come back for the finals, how much of at what percent is he going to be? Because he did land pretty bad on that knee. I'm very.
His looked pretty bad.
I'm surprised there is no structural damage. I'm highly surprised.
It looked pretty bad.
To me, at this point, I say now, even no matter if Milwaukee or the Hawks make it, I think Phoenix has this. I think Phoenix wins this championship.
Somebody did the math on it, Hunter. Since the Phoenix Suns
no.
dated the same girl. They went 70. They went 71-25. Sent LeBron to Space Jam, swept the Nuggets, stepped on the Clippers, and on the way to the finals. 71-25.
You want to talk about a real team player?
Since that happened,
real team
Phoenix
player.
Suns, MVP Eliza Jane. All right, yeah, it's so funny. All right, anything as far as the NBA, so Hunter, you said you got Suns no matter what. Terry. I know you're not picking the Hawks after you talked bad about them last week and the week before.
Never picked the Hawks.
So what about the finals? Where you at right now on that?
I guess Phoenix. I'll go with CP.
This is going to start like Tuesday, so we got to go. We got to pick it now. You picking Suns?
Yeah, I went with CP3. Man.
Tom,
I don't know. I'm a little confused on this one. I'm going with the Bucks. I think that if they get Giannis back,
I'm going with Bucks too. I don't want you to talk anymore.
How come I'm the only one not allowed to talk?
I didn't want you to ruin my pick. Stop. I don't want you to ruin my pick.
Be quiet, Tom.
You made
They went Suns. They went Suns.
I'll be quiet.
Did you not watch Bad Picks last week? And every time I agreed with you, I was on the segment.
I guess I didn't follow along.
that's what I was following.
Sheesh.
All right, Tom. So we got the Bucks, right?
He said, "Okay, we got him."
Here's my thing. If Giannis is healthy, I don't think they can. I think the best player should win. I think he's the best. But I will say this: Devin Booker's really close. I really like Devin Booker, and
he's really good.
I just would not pick Chris Paul for no reason whatsoever.
Chris Paul's what made Devin Booker.
I may have picked.
Who was the guy playing?
Terry, are you sure you're not drunk?
Has Booker led anybody to a championship? No. When
Chris Paul hasn't either until now.
When Chris Paul got there,
Devin Booker made Chris Paul.
Hold on.
Wrong.
Devin Booker made Chris Paul.
Who's the kid that was playing when Paul was out? The backup point guard.
Cameron Payne.
They were better with him.
Oh, come
Arguably,
on.
they were better with him.
My God, you talking about whiny
What was their record?
He's a whiny box every time he gets hit.
What was the record of the Suns in the series without Chris Paul?
Whiny guy.
No, I'm talking facts. You're talking drunken gibberish
every time he falls down.
It was 2-0 without Chris Paul. Chris Paul came back. They lost the game, Terry.
But the other night, if it wasn't for Chris Paul, they would have lost the other night.
He had one good game.
Has Chris Paul
and I like Chris Paul. It's not that I don't, but I just think
has Chris Paul ever played with a shooting guard as good as Devin Booker?
No.
Name one. Has he played with any players as good as Devin Booker?
Well, okay, take that back. He played with James Harden. I had to think. I was like,
now remember, did they do better or worse with Paul on the team?
The Houston did better without Paul.
Okay. Now, Devin Booker, the last 5 years, Tom, here's his numbers that Chris Paul made him. 25-5-5, 27-7-4, 27-7-4, 26-4-4.
There was nobody else on the team.
Right, he's saying the points are consistent.
He got the exact same thing.
There's a difference between being a good player and I shoot all the time like Trae Young does for Atlanta.
It's the exact same stats, Terry.
Yeah, the same thing. That's right. Because there's nobody else on the team. I'm going to shoot every time I touch it.
Terry, if Paul made him, why did his stats not go into 30s?
It's the same thing. Terry, all we're doing is saying he helped. We're saying he helped. He's a teammate, not he made him.
Yeah.
You said
he made him.
He did make him.
I think
he's made him a better player.
Ask Kendall Jenner.
He's made him a better player.
Okay, Terry, he has. Who had ever heard of Booker before Paul got there? Nobody even knew this guy played basketball.
Terry, who's more important to the Suns, Chris Paul or Eliza Jane?
Whatever I say, y'all gonna say the opposite, so it does not matter. Yeah.
No, it's obviously Eliza Jane.
Eliza Jane. You think it's Eliza? Yeah, okay. All right, so there's our picks. Me and Tom got Bucks officially, and these two got Suns. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, when we come back, NASCAR, NFL, and more, finish up the show. News and notes. Goff, how about this? You see Mickelson?